And actually, I don't know how you're supposed to figure out what to do next, because I went looking for the white CD ship, and realized that I needed something else before it would appear. Then I tried to go get that something else, and I couldn't get that either. Then I remembered that there was something you had to do before any of that, but you don't really get any indication of it.
How are you supposed to know that if you're playing the first time?
I don't know. I mean, I suppose you could figure it out if you looked everywhere in the garden, but that might take a while because you also have everywhere in the game world to look.
I mean, isn't that us being modern gamers who know, well, this game needs to be easier? It's just like, how are you supposed to know this the first time through?
Exactly, it's a god dang it moment. So what you have to do is go to the infirmary and check back on Renoa.
She's cold. That's not a good thing.
No, it isn't. Renoa, you feel so cold. And Annie, you're a couple seconds ahead, I think. No, Heartless.
Are you gonna be like this forever?
19 minutes now.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Yeah, I think she might be caught up now.
You were so full of life.
The tables have turned. In the beginning, of the game, it was Squall on
now
that
you
table.
Don't even make a sound.
Now he's looking down at someone else.
I want to hear your voice. This is like talking
now
to
the
a
tables
wall.
would really have turned if that were Quistis on that table, but not so much.
Renoa, call my name.
He also mentioned about talking to a wall, speaking of Quistis.
Or, you know, she could have just, like, gotten stabbed or anything.
Wait, who got stabbed? Hey, look who we have here.
Or killed it, in general. Oh, I like this.
Now, you might think that setting these things would mean that those characters would get the magic and GFs and stuff that you had set to them. But the game is not that logical. Only Laguna gets the stuff that Squall had.
Why the heck do I have to do this?
The other characters are not junctioned at all. I don't know why it does that.
Because we have no money.
So, we have Laguna again.
Alright, I'm sorry.
And they're
Yeah, so it's kind of my fault that we stayed at the hotel so often. But heck, I'm not cut out to be an actor.
So you say, but we know you're really quite excited.
Kiros looks dressed warmly enough.
Okay, everyone, take your positions.
And Ward is
Man, I can't believe this
okay,
director.
but
Making a movie with me,
Laguna,
an amateur.
I think would be a bit cold.
The heck am I supposed to do? Alright. So we were lucky I got the job. As long as we make some money, right?
Yeah, now that I think of it, he'd be the most likely one not to dress appropriately, wouldn't he?
Of course.
Are you serious? What kind of costume is this?
Now he'll be dressed formally
No
enough.
complaining. Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah, pretty much.
look at you. Not bad. It's like any older Final Fantasy. This is your co-star playing the part of
Yep.
the sorceress.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
All we need
Cecil.
now is someone to play the dragon. This is also kind of reminding me of Final Fantasy VII. Oh, perfect. Hey, you two back there. You know the one where they're
Yes.
doing the whole...
Not necessarily.
The
The
guy playing
cross-dressing
the
scene,
dragon
you
is
mean?
sick. You think you could put on a dragon costume and just walk
Not
around
necessarily
here? I'll pay
female,
ya.
I mean. I've heard there's one possibility where
guess
you
so.
can get another guy.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that depends, like, on how you've interacted with the characters up to that point, right? Because I just remember in FF10 when Tidus gets his last overdrive. The first time I played through, it was Yuna tossing the ball, and then the second time it was Lulu tossing the ball. It's like, I must have done something differently.
Okay, people, here we go. Scene 12, Death of the Sorceress. Ready? Action!
Okay,
Oh,
so
Sir Knight, save me from the wicked
we have a dragon here that Kiros and Ward are
okay.
going to.
I'll save you from the dragon. Darn it, I'm getting all nervous here.
And Laguna, not surprised.
I haven't used one of these since training.
Great at being an actor.
Kind of like this.
He's no Hamlet, that's for sure.
That is correct. Laguna
Hey,
is
not
not
bad.
a village.
I'll just put in some voiceovers. Okay, bring on the dragon. Alright.
Release the dragon.
Hey, come on, guys. The dragon. Alright,
404 dragon
here
not
we
found.
go. Hey, now wait a minute.
Oh, there's the dragon.
Wow! Just like the real thing. Excellent work, Kiros.
It's not a guy in a suit, it's two guys in a suit.
Wait a minute. Was that costume that big?
Whoa, Kiros and Ward are taking this seriously.
It's a convincing
Man,
dragon.
looks like the real thing.
A very convincing fake dragon.
It's not.
Ugh! Jeez, take it easy, Kiros.
I guess Kiros is just angry at Laguna, and this is his way of taking
What
out
the-
his anger without...
Is this thing real?
Like, or it could be a real dragon.
What am I doing? I'm getting out of here. Oh, yes, well, Sir Knight, it's all yours.
Sir Knight, I will bid you
dude.
farewell.
Dude, you're aware you didn't actually give me a weapon. right?
Hey, don't just leave me here. It's not gonna let me go. The gunblade.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is a real weapon. Actually, I think in movies I think they do use real guns. They just load them with blanks.
Well, that would make sense.
Okay, so this is another mini.
All right,
sort
let's
of
go.
Similar to the one with the paratrooper, but not quite as annoying. As far as I can tell, the defend function is completely pointless because look, I used it and I still got beaten up.
Well, that must be bugged.
Attack, attack, attack.
Now, on the other hand, if you just mash attack, then it won't get a chance to attack you. So, at this point, that's when I decided, okay, I'm just going to attack, because defend is not doing me any good.
That's weird.
Now,
Defend doesn't do anything but attack constantly works.
I mean, maybe I'm using it wrong, but in any case, mashing circle worked for me. Now, it's not instant game over
That's
if
my
you
chance.
run out
Run!
of life, you just have to start over. That minigame. It's annoying. It's the kind of thing that they really shouldn't have put in there. Or if they did put in there, they should have improved it a lot.
You know, I think that was actually a real dragon. I don't know why.
Well, that's pretty much established at this point.
I know. It's just, I bet you Laguna's probably thinking, okay, this
Darn!
is a dragon now.
Stupid dragon! Where the heck are Kiros and Ward?
Luna, did you just call me?
I think it ate them. That's why.
Ah!
Oh, it didn't eat them. That's lucky. Or it just falls on his ass.
Here.
Alright,
Well,
time to
that's
kick some
quick.
dragon butt.
Okay, the right answer here is hold on a sec, because Kiros and Ward will not be junctioned. You can also save here, because, this is sort of like a mini-boss. It's technically a regular enemy, but it's a strong one. Yeah, I didn't know there were random encounters here. I think this is the first time I'd ever run into a random encounter here.
And it's a weird Pokemon thing.
This is called a mesmerize. They are very common in an area that we're going to be visiting fairly soon.
Oh, yeah, it'll seem creepy to them. Fair enough.
And their blades are useful in at least one weapon upgrade. Looks like a unicorn to me.
That's the weird head thing.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
The video, the game audio is coming through on somebody's. And
I haven't viewed.
maybe, okay, you know, maybe it was mine and I had the volume turned all the way down, but I didn't have it on mute, so it was just coming through a little. Anyway, these guys are not very tough, but I think they do. Let's see how many AP they
That's for a level up.
give. No, AP. They give 2 AP. Now, I believe that the experience that you get in these scenes is carried over to characters in Squall's party.
That's useful.
Alright, so finally we get to face it with a full party and without a stupid minigame. So I guess it was probably obvious, but I did junction Kiros and Ward in that section that I cut out.
As you do.
Always wins. Pretty sure no one's gonna get that reference.
The what always wins?
The Ruby Dragon.
Oh, there was a... Any of you guys read Order of the Stick?
Nope.
No.
It's a D&D parody with stick figures. There's one strip where it's like a whole bunch of references to FF6. And there's one... Oh, this is Heartless, or default name Alexander. It's a holy robot. Why they chose a robot to have the holy elemental attack, I have no idea, but that's what they did. Anyway, the best line in that strip is dog not get references. That comic, I mean, one of the biggest features is that it just breaks the fourth wall so often.
Well, it's fun to do that.
Of course.
So this guy is not really doing attack. It's not really hurting me that much, but it has a lot of hit points. So, and my attacks, even the GFs, don't seem to be doing that much to it. So I decide to summon the GF that will do a lot to it. And he's a fire in his fires.
Wow. You definitely did a lot more effective there.
Yeah, remember it's based on a percentage of the enemy's maximum HP. Although I should add that this is not like this. There is a feature that keeps this attack from breaking the game, and that's the 9999 damage limit, because pretty soon we'll be encountering a lot of enemies that have much more than 10,000 hit points.
So you're not just doing everything against them. Okay.
Right, against them, Diablos will do 9,999 points of damage, unless they're immune to the attack. But even though it's doing that much damage, that won't be, you know, a huge percentage of their hit points.
Can't do this.
The other thing is that at the end of the game, bosses start targeting GFs.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, there's also one battle in particular where you need to avoid hitting a certain enemy target. That was the battle that made my brother and me just stop. Like, our whole strategy had been based on spamming GFs, and it was really
How
not
many
a good
are there?
strategy.
They just keep coming.
And
We're
at
out
that
of here.
point, we just realized, okay, we have to start over. And keep in mind, we were on disc 4 by this point. So it was like, really? We have to do this whole thing over again?
That sucks.
What?
But,
Is
I
that?
mean, when I think about it, we hadn't really learned to use the junction system properly the first time, so yeah, we we learned to do that the second time around.
Well, it's just not an easy thing to conquer the first time.
I can't disconnect.
I mean, with
What
Materia
is this
7,
connect
one
thing?
But this junction system is just a whole lot of learning.
Is it you, Squall?
Alone is experiencing technical difficulties.
Connect is just what I call it. It's when I use my special power. Oh, I know. I must be asleep.
JP,
That's why I
you've been
can't
awfully
control it.
quiet.
I'm
Are you
sorry,
not
Squall.
familiar with this game?
Just let me
or-
use your spirit for a little while longer.
Let me go back.
Well, I like to have people who are
She ain't here either.
familiar with the games as well. I mean, I've had
If
several
I may
guest
ask, what
commentators,
happened to
including
this alone?
my parents on a couple occasions.
Oh, nice.
She was kidnapped by Estar soldiers.
I saw a couple.
I've been traveling, trying all I
Now,
can to get inside
I
Estar,
pride
but
myself on being probably one of the few Let's Players that
They were
has had
looking for
all
a
members of
successor
his
to the
his
Estar
immediate
sorceress,
family do
Zell.
guest commentary at some point.
yeah, exactly it.
Is she your daughter?
This is Edea from when she was not, you know, psychic.
No, but she's just so
Well,
cute.
she's not
Oh, I wish I could
psycho
hear
evil
her
now.
voice.
I meant
I
before.
want to hear
Yes.
Renoa's voice.
Yes, this is Edea in her non-sorceress
Is something the matter?
Although I think she already is a sorceress, technically.
No, just the fairies.
The fairies, that's basically what Laguna...
I don't care if
says
it's in the past or
when
what.
He's
wanna hear
hearing
Renoa.
Squall's
I wanna
thoughts
see
and
Renoa.
doesn't know what that is.
That way there might be a chance to save her.
Give credit to Laguna, at least he's not getting a leg cramp at this point.